Mr. Irrelevant no more. He got his payday and earned every penny. Since Brock Purdy became the starter in Week 14 of the 2022 season, he has the third best total QBR in the league, trailing only the last two MVP winners, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. 2022 MVP Patrick Mahomes ranks fourth, followed by Joe Burrow, who led the league in yards and touchdowns in 2024. So, Peter, you see those numbers from Brock Purdy since taking that starting spot. What would be your message to people still questioning this contract?
Well, I would first compliment not only Brock Purdy, but the agent. This is a great deal. $55 million average per year in new money through the first 3 years. That's 62% of the total contract. Rolling guarantees through 2029 of $181 million guaranteed. It's a great deal, and yet it didn't break the back of the 49ers, and it didn't drag on until training camp. If you look at this 49ers team, they've had contract issues with players over the years that it goes right up until training camp, and it is a harrowing summer for not only the fans, but for the organization, and it's every dollar's counted. In this one, Purdy's agent, Kyle Strongen, met with them in Santa Clara, met with them in Indianapolis at the Combine, called them up, said, hey, can we get a no-trade clause in there? The Niners have never done that. They said yes. They bent on that. There was a lot of give and take, but this doesn't reset the market. It doesn't necessarily blow anyone's hair back where they can't sign any new players. And for Brock Purdy, he's earned every penny of it, and he's the quarterback moving forward without any drama and any hysterics that are going to drag in all summer. I would have to think that peace of mind is almost worth getting it done now for that number than dragging this on an entire year and making this a issue on NFL Live every single day up until training camp.
I think it was a really fair deal for what he's accomplished, and particularly what he did last year. This is a 49ers offense that lost their number one wide receiver, Brandon Ayuk, for much of the season. Their number one running back, Christian McCaffrey, for much of the season. Trent Williams, their stalwart left tackle, missed close to half of the season, frankly, by the end of it. But contrary to how a lot of people think about this Niners team, they were passing at a really high level, 10th highest pass rate over expected in football. And yet, amidst all of this, I thought he played really good ball. You know, it was up and down a little bit, and one could hardly blame him given the circumstances, but I think it was really impressive. He showed why he has transcended other quarterbacks who have played in Kyle Shanahan's offense as a playmaker with his legs, throwing on the move, scrambling, evading pressure. So, yeah, Brock Purdy certainly deserving. All of that said, I am a little bit concerned about the lack of investment in the offensive line this year moving forward. You know, you got to make tough decisions when you pay quarterbacks this kind of money, and that is the one area where I feel the Niners have scrimped, and I have concerns because now that they're paying him all this money, they got to protect him.
Look, I think when you look at this, I think there's this hesitation sometimes when guys come into the league as not early round picks and they produce at a high level. Oh, does it make sense to pay them on par with the guys that are making the most at their position throughout the league? And so you just look at what happened with Kirk Cousins. You look at what happened with Dak Prescott. Like, there's been this reluctance to reward guys when they've been the biggest bargain in the National Football League for certain areas of time. That's been Brock Purdy. And so when you look at what happened with Washington, they'd have been better served investing in Kirk Cousins. You look at the Dallas Cowboys, they would have been better served to reward Dak Prescott when everyone in the league knew that he could play rather than dragging it out. And I think for the 49ers to look at it, go, yeah, look, this is a lot of money. To Peter's point, when you talk about $55 million, when talking to average per year, especially over the first 3 years, but at the same time, like 4 years from now, 5 years from now, if Purdy's playing at the level that he showed he can play at, it's going to be a bargain. Like that's what happens with these deals, rather than waiting and making him, play on a franchise tag and then be in a situation where he is breaking their back, on his contract.
Yeah, again, congratulations to Brock Purdy. Incredibly well earned by him. And it's worth pointing out, I hear Mina's concerns about the O-line. We may not be talking enough about the 49ers' chances, though, because according to our metrics at ESPN right now, after the schedule release, the 49ers have the easiest schedule next season in the NFL.